When you think about meeting and marrying a Filipina as an expat, many questions and concerns might pop up in your head. What should I look for in a girl? How will I find a good partner? What are the things that I need to know before making the decision? These are just some of the common thoughts that come up when most people consider finding a Filipina wife. Stick around to find out more about Western men dating Filipina women and what you should know when looking for a Filipina wife. Whether you're single or have been with your partner for some time now, finding someone who's willing to build a life with you can be quite hard. It becomes even more challenging if this person has to be from another culture, so finding a potential partner as an expat is not easy at all. That is why it's important to keep these things in mind when looking for the right partner so that things go easier once you meet her. What to know before choosing a Filipina? No two cultures are the same, let alone two countries. But if you're serious about dating and marrying a Filipina, there are some things that are worth knowing about them beforehand. The Filipinos are a very friendly and family-oriented people, so once you get to know them, you'll quickly see that family is very important to them. As an expat, you should be prepared to have your partner's relatives often visit your place, as well as you visiting theirs. This is something that many expats don't get used to at first, but it's something that's very normal for Filipinas. The language barrier is a hurdle that many expats experience when dating a Filipina. Learning the language of your partner doesn't happen overnight, but it's something that you should be ready to dedicate some time to. The cultural aspect. There are many cultural aspects that may surprise Western men when they start dating a Filipina. Understanding these things beforehand can avoid confusion and miscommunications in the future. The first thing that Western men should know about the culture of Filipinas is that they are very conservative when it comes to relationships. This means that they aren't as quick to jump into bed as many Western women are. Having sex before marriage is not something that's very common among Filipinas, and this is something that many expats may not be used to. The Philippines is a very Roman Catholic-driven country, and divorce isn't common at all. Many Filipinas believe that marriage is a lifetime commitment, and that divorce isn't an option. If you're looking for a short-term relationship, then a Filipina might not be the best choice for you. The society of the Philippines is very hierarchical, so those in higher positions are often treated with more respect. This is the case for both children and adults, so it's important for all expats to know this. Are Filipinas easy to communicate with? Some people might think that because Filipinas are conservative and usually don't approach men that they are not easy to communicate with, but this is not true at all. In fact, most Filipinas are very friendly, so you shouldn't have any problems interacting with them. If you're looking to date a Filipina, you should know that the best way to approach one is by being friends with her first. Since dating is something that happens after a long friendship, you should try to be friends with a lot of Filipinas before actually dating one. If you're interested in a Filipina, you should also know that it's very common for them to approach men as well, so don't be surprised if a girl comes and talks to you first. Marriage and the Filipina view on it. As mentioned, marriage is something that many Filipinas take very seriously. Many expats who date Filipinas will often ask themselves if they're serious about marriage, but the truth is that even if the girl isn't looking for marriage, she might still want to continue the relationship. This is because dating in the Philippines is something that doesn't happen often. It's not uncommon for people to be single their whole lives without having a relationship, and it's often expected that you continue to stay single, especially if you're in a good position in life. Due to this, many Filipinas feel as though they need to date someone to gain experience and make sure that they know what they want in life, which is why you might find them dating multiple people at the same time. Finding the right person for you is important. When you're looking for a partner, you have to be sure that you're dating the right person for you. You might end up finding a great girl and spending a lot of time with her, but she might not be the right one for you. There are certain things that you should look for in a potential partner and things that you need to avoid. The most important thing is to find someone who shares the same values as you and who has a similar outlook on life. So once you've found the girl that you want to date, you should try to spend as much time with her as possible to see if she's the right one for you. If she is, then you'll know it, and you'll be able to feel it. Conclusion. Finding the right person is never an easy thing to do, but if you keep these things in mind, you'll make the experience a lot easier. The most important thing when choosing a partner is that you feel comfortable with them and that you're happy with the relationship. It's important to keep in mind that every culture is different, so even if you've dated Western women before, dating a Filipina is a whole different ball game. The best thing that you can do is to try to learn about the culture of the Philippines before you actually visit the country. This way, you'll be a lot more prepared when dating a Filipina, and you'll avoid as many miscommunications as possible.
If you liked today's video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
See you next time.